Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody which doesn't infringe the copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions, Hood Vlog Reviews, where we take a look at the mean streets in the hood. You know, where everybody's gangsta, you know what I mean? Everybody will shoot you, they'll put you down because that's what they glorify. You know what I mean? So we're going to do our review, check out what's going on in these streets, and kind of educate these ninjas to make them understand that, you know, glorifying this life is not really helping nobody. See, here on Ringo TV Reactions, you can expect the best, because I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. We're going to tell you exactly what's going on. We don't have no time to entertain this buffoonery. We're going to show you exactly why we got so many problems, right? It starts in the hood. Now, the hood is glorified. You know, even the women in the hood is no good. A lot of you guys, you be wanting to come to the hood to get a sister. You ain't getting anything good. I'm just letting you know. She'll line you up too. You better off finding a decent sister outside the hood. You know what I mean? Somebody said, but Ringo, you black. Yeah, but I don't support you ninjas. You know what I mean? I already done told you already. I don't trust ninjas. I understand how the system works. See, the hood is a place that manufacture criminals. That's what the hood does. The hood is a systematic facility that manufacture future criminals, killers, drug dealers, and single mothers. That's exactly what it does. So as you review and listen to the show, you know, your feelings might get hurt and I might ruffle up your feathers. And normally when that happens, it's because you're one of those ninjas that need this truth. Why? Because your father wasn't in the house. See, your father wasn't home to teach you how to be a man. That's why you are in these streets. And if you're a woman and you're in your feelings, chances are because your mom wasn't there to raise you as a young lady decent enough to find a man that would make you a wife. And that's why you have a problem. So that being said, we're going to take our review and kind of check this out and bring you, you know, what happens in these streets. Because see, here's the thing, you know, with so-called ninjas, right? Everybody's a tough guy. Everybody's gangsta. Everybody's from the streets. And then when you start to bring out the truth, they start getting in their feelings. If you're so proud, right? If you're so proud of your life, if you're so proud of being in the gutter, if you're so proud of acting like animals, right? And you don't want to be a productive citizen in society, then why do you feel some type of way when someone review your so-called culture that you think it's a culture? It's not a culture. It's like a zoo. You know what I mean? So without further ado, I don't want to waste any more of your time. I want to keep it a buck with you, right? So let's rewind back the tape and let's understand the mindset of the ninja. And I use the word ninja to avoid using the other word. Because see, it seemed like with our people, right? Or should I say the 2/3, they glorify this lifestyle. Now, let me also say, this is another review from the Hood Vlogs channel. Now, the Hood Vlogs channel is a channel where all they do is go to different hoods where the ghetto is, where the slums is, where the animals are, the zoo, the gorillas, you know, and this is not my words. This is what they call themselves. You know, you're going to even hear that in this video here. You're going to hear a young lady say that some guy that she knows is a gorilla. So I'm like, they call themselves gorillas, they act like animals, and then when you review them, they get upset with you. Now, if you've seen in my last 2 videos, we reviewed, you know what I'm saying, Brownsville, Glenmore. I told you about the hood over there. You know what I mean? They say it's like, you know, a horrible place. It's just violent. It's really not. It's just a few ninjas over there that kind of make the place crazy. And this is why a lot of people got to stay indoors, because ninjas are always outside up to no good. And we talked about how Black people have this mindset of making themselves look bad on social media. Like the Hood Vlog channel, in my humble opinion, right? They just exploit the Black community for profit. And it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody got to make $1, right? I make money too. You know, it is what it is, but I'm not exploiting the Black community. I'm here to tell you exactly what's going on and actually educate. See, with the Hood Vlogs channel, all they do is review Black people making themselves look bad. They don't make themselves look good. And if you notice, you never see a hood vlog of a nice neighborhood, nice family. You never see that. They never show you that. Why? Because people love dysfunction. People love violence. So when you watch these hood vlog videos, you're going to never see them offer up any solutions on how to improve the people. You're never going to see that. But here on Ringo TV Reactions, we take the hood vlogs and we review them to show you, the people, exactly what's going on in hopes to give you some sort of knowledge, just in case you're a brother or sister and you live in what is known as the hood, right? You'll begin to have some knowledge and understanding coming from me that will enlighten you to do better. Because you don't have to be like them ninjas, because they're not going nowhere. The majority of ninjas in the hood is going to be there for the rest of their natural life. They're never going nowhere. You know what I mean? The only place they go into is prison or the damn grave, period. Do you understand me? So that being said, let's take a look at this, find out what's going on. Everybody could get mad. You can curse me out. You can say whatever you want. I'm just going to ignore you because, again, I don't have no time to entertain ninjas. It is what it is. The truth is going to always bother the people that need to change. Let's go. Let me put up the volume, do what we got to do, and that's about it. And I believe this is Hood Vlogs here. They allow him in the so-called hood because they know, let's just say he's not really the type of guy they would do anything to, because they look at it like, well, he's in our hood, I guess, representing our hood by helping us to spread awareness about how we're acting and living like animals. So we're very proud of this. And this is a problem that I find in the Black community, is that we tend to have great pride on being animals. And anyone that is willing to bring their cameras in and show and display how we live, we're proud of that. It makes us feel good. So let's take a listen to this to find out what's going on.
What's going on, guys? It's a beautiful day out here in West Harlem.
We in Fosta right now. About to take a look around some of the dangerous hoods in Harlem. And this one of them. This is dead zone right here. If you tough enough to get to the middle of the project, you like that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Notice what he said. He said this is dead zone. Not life zone, dead zone. Dead zone. See, this is what you get when you hang around ninjas. Death. That's it. So it's not a surprise why rappers die. This is manufactured in the hood culture. This is exactly what you get. And to everybody that's viewing, that's a decent citizen, a person that has morals and values, pay attention to the comments. I want to make sure you do that, because you're going to have ninjas that's going to pop up out of the blue. Why? Because Satan is inside of them. You have to understand that. Satan live in the ninja. And the reason why we have so much crime and so much problems in the Black community, it's not because of the neighborhood. It's because of the ninjas that are living there. Another thing that I want to address is how proud the ninja is of where he's at. It's interesting how a ninja is very proud to represent where they're from. Not that they're trying to get out, but because they're trying to stay. No different than when someone has been institutionalized in the penitentiary. They don't want freedom. They would rather stay in the prison. Have you ever seen movies where someone had the opportunity to leave the prison, but they didn't want to go? They want to stay. That's how it is with hood ninjas. They're quick to rep. Yo, I'm from such and such hood. And yo, fam, I'm from such and such hood. Fam, I don't care about none of y'all hoods, because I don't want to be there. Well, I want to be there with ninjas jumping around, going crazy and killing one another. That ain't nothing special, and it ain't nothing to glorify. And it's something that black people need to understand, because we looking bad out here, real bad. And the amount of views that these hood vlogs get is amazing. It just goes to show, everybody talk about how the hood is such a terrible place, but it's interesting how these kind of videos get so many views. What is it with the views? People love viewing the hood, but they don't want to live in the hood. You know why? Because it becomes entertainment. It becomes entertainment because people get to see the reality of animals. And yet black people don't want to do better. Instead, they get mad. Now notice this, I'm doing a review. And as soon as I start doing a review, the demonic nature of the ninja will come out. You'll start to see people say stuff and post comments and do this and do that. Please understand, none of your comments bother me. I don't care, right? The bottom line is this, the truth hurts. See, the guy that's filming, nobody says nothing to him. He's perfectly okay. He's protected. But if someone question the culture, that's when everybody get upset. And that's what I know about ninjas. They don't want to grow. This is why, as a black person, if you live in these kind of environments, you're supposed to be working on getting out, doing better for yourself. Even if you're there and you're just being a productive person, you just go to work, come home, do what you got to do, don't associate with ninjas, because that's how you find yourself in problems. It's not the neighborhood. Don't think because you live in a certain neighborhood that is the problem. See, a lot of times, look, when I do these videos, right, a lot of people that are in their feelings, right, they don't realize I'm not here to talk about your neighborhood. I don't give a fuck about your neighborhood. What I'm concerned with is how you ninjas think. You understand? Because that's the problem. The problem is not where you live. See, the Migos, they don't live in Fifth Ward, but they were hanging out over there. You see what I mean? They wanted to hang out in the hood, but they don't live in the hood. So it's all about your mentality. So you could be in the hood, but don't think like a hood ninja, which make you a better person. That's what we're trying to do here. Let's pay attention. Let's go.
But right here, it's 10 buildings. We got damn near 3 on the 5th, 3 on Lenox, and then the rest of them is in between. You see the Kingdom lights right there? Like, we used to play ball like around a certain time, like I should give it like 10, 11 o'clock. The lights will go out, and once the lights go out, oh man, God bless, take it in the crib, because the nigga either gonna book you either gonna get shot at, you gonna get harmed at.
Notice what he said, when the lights turn out, that's when you're gonna get robbed, you're gonna get booked, you're gonna get shot at. Did I say that? Now, this is what's coming from black people, right? This is what they're doing to themselves now. This is not them doing this to white people. No, this is them doing this to themselves. So who is the enemy of black people? Is it white people? No, it's actually ninjas. Ninjas are the ones destroying the community. And yet we want to complain about, oh, you know, the white man and the white man. No, it's not the white man, it's you. You folks who allow ninjas to thrive. They sell drugs. They always talking about getting money. These ninjas ain't getting no money by doing anything productive and legal. They're selling drugs to your people. And you don't got no problem with that. See, your real enemy are the ninjas in your community. You know what I mean? But for some odd reason, I'm the bad guy because I'm talking about it, right? See, I have the balls to talk about it because I understand the streets. And I recognize the problem. The problem is not the white man. The problem is you ninjas. You're the reason why so many kids are getting killed. You're the reason why a lot of these young brothers are selling drugs, because you made them feel that if they could sell some rocks, they're gonna buy Jordans, right? You put them to do this because you figure if they get caught, it'll be their first offense. They'll be able to do this, that. This is what you guys do. You older brothers. You put the younger brothers to sell drugs on the block, knowing good and well they're gonna get caught. You know the police gonna catch them, but you don't care because you a coward. You hiding behind these young brothers. See, I already done know all of them games already. Let's go.
Yeah. once them lights go out. But they keep the lights on because they know we be on bad time, but a nigga still could get hurt. People that played at the Rucker, Lance Stevenson, we don't have Ron Artest out here. It go down. A lot of scrappy niggas was out here, and they had to prove they had to perform. If you ain't perform, you was getting booed. A nigga might beat you on the court. But this is where it go down right here.
So if you didn't play or do good, they would beat you on the court? Really? Sounds like a loving community to me.
In a circle.
This is really where it go down. They blocked us off, but we always here. When it's open, we lit.
Notice that even the hood chicks are lit. And this is what we got to deal with, brothers. See, y'all be thinking that because you come down to the hood, you see a sister that somehow you could get with her and build some sort of family. No, you ain't gonna be able to build no family, bro. Because the same way you got hood ninjas, you got hood women too. Don't think that it's like something different. Just because a woman might look good, have a nice body, if she's hood, it's not gonna work, bro. She's the type of woman that will line you up. I'm telling you, bro. You'll come out, going to her place, you thinking that she really rocking with you, she lining you up the whole time. She got her people waiting in the steps, waiting for you. As soon as you walk in there, you get robbed. And then she'll act, I can't believe they did this, and she was a part of it. She brought you in so you could get robbed, bro. This is why you gotta be very careful. Look, I know you're upset, I understand. But all you gotta do is listen to how a woman talk to recognize where she at. See, I don't want to be around no woman that sound like that because that's a problem. I cannot stand that. Anything that have to do with hood and ghetto mindedness, the ghetto thoughts and just people don't know how to talk, I cannot stand it. It's such a turnoff. Do you understand me? I can't stand it. It annoys me. I don't want to be around that mess. You know what I mean? It's just, I mean, come on. A brother want to be around a decent woman that sounds feminine like a lady, not like a man. Let's go.
Nigga get hurt in the circle. Nigga be playing ball and nigga get shot in the middle of the game.
So if you play ball, you could get shot in the middle of the game? Come on, man. Who would want to be around this? And think about this. It's being glorified. They're filming this on camera, telling you if you come here and play basketball and you're not doing good, you could get shot. Why would anybody want to come to your neighborhood when you acting like animals?
Days. This used to have like about 10,000 people down to Jim Jones, Dipset, P. Diddy.
Notice they always seem to tell you about rappers. That's all. It's like anytime you talk about the hood, they always talking about P. Diddy. P. Diddy don't give a damn about none of you ninjas. He ain't helping none of you to do better. They got rich off you ninjas. And now y'all stuck over there. And y'all glorifying the lifestyle, not realizing that even those rappers and them executives, they don't live that lifestyle. They use the lifestyle to make money because they know that you are programmed to be violent. And that's why they do that type of stuff.
Everybody used to come out here, all to get money niggas. You'll see a rapper get slapped right here in this projects. No kids. This how it used to be back in the days. Niggas used to play ball, put their book bags on the sideline and all that. Then the project kids come out, little dirty ghetto kids, while you shooting around.
Notice what he said. He said little dirty ghetto kids. I didn't have to say anything. He said little dirty ghetto kids. Now, why would anybody want to be around that? Why would anybody want their daughter to be around ghetto kids? Why? Why would any decent family want their son to be outside playing around with dirty old ghetto kids? For what? It makes no sense. But anyway, let's go.
Nigga, in your book bag. We need everything. Might put your shit on, walk out with it. You looking for your shit after that.
So you'll go to the basketball court and you'll rob somebody's book bag with their stuff. So do you see, ladies and gentlemen, how this is glorified? But I'm the bad guy because I point it out, right? I'm a traitor because I'm pointing it out, right? But the hood vlogs guy that's filming, he's not gonna tell you this. He's not gonna challenge what these brothers are doing. Because you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna wanna fight. Because that's what ninjas do. But when you participate with the ninja and make him feel good, he'll think you down. Like, yeah, man, he really, man, hood vlogs really about that, man. He really represent us. Nah. He don't represent y'all. He's getting his bag. He don't care about none of you ninjas. You know what I mean? And again, I'm just giving my review. Don't get mad at me. You wasting your time getting mad at me. Get mad at yourself.
They playing ball thinking it's cool. Look, I can go in there and go back right now. Look.
Now look at what he's doing now. What he's doing is he's showing you how they book your book bag and everything while everybody playing basketball and you're distracted. Watch what he's doing.
$1 million, that's right. That could have been a nigga wallet. See what I'm saying?
Wow, that could have been a ninja's wallet. See that? See, this is what goes on in the hood, and y'all be calling all these people your people. These are not my people. Those are the 2/3 that the Bible speak of. Y'all better pay attention.
Anybody, they don't know who bag I was just in.
Wow.
Just like that could have been up. Oh, I could have just spent.
Look, see? Look at that.
Get that heavy over here. It really get that heavy.
Hey, ha, gang.
Notice this. They're proud of all of this. They're talking about this on camera, telling you what they would do to their own people, mind you. Not to white people, not to Asian people, to their own people. See, the ninja is a cancer in the black community. Yes. He just finished describing how they're going to rob your stuff while you're playing basketball. So you can't even play a decent basketball game without a ninja trying to rob you. And they're proud of this. Are y'all looking at this? They're proud of it. They glorify it. Listen, ladies, in case you're viewing, how many of you ladies would want to get with a guy that's, he's just a hood, just a hood ninja, just ghetto hood, sell drugs, in and out of prison? Well, is that the kind of guy? I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're attracted to that kind of guy. I don't know. How many of you brothers, you like a hood chick? You know what I'm saying? Ghetto, smoke weed, drink Henny all day, vagina crazy. You know what I mean? Hygiene is horrible. I don't understand that, man. But just off of what you just finished seeing, how many of you want to go play basketball over here? How many of you are interested in, just hanging out with these folks? I don't think so. I know I wouldn't want to be. You know what I mean? That's why I don't entertain ninjas. You know what I mean? I see ninjas every day. I just kind of walk past, do what I got to do because I don't entertain none of them because I know how their frequency is. They on a low vibration. You know what I mean?
Not playing, niggas get booked for real. And it's just the little homies out here. I'm just trying to show you how it was when it was scrappy out here. Right now they playing ball, we letting them rock. It's cool, these the young bloods.
What's up, man? Y'all know we hooligan pride, man.
He just said hooligan pride. Hooligan pride. Listen, fam, the hood is a place that manufacture criminals. That's all it is. Future drug dealers, prison inmates, baby mothers, it all develops from the hood. That's where it all comes from. There is nothing being displayed here that is something to be proud of. I would be embarrassed. I wouldn't even want to be on camera. You understand? I would not want to be on camera. I would want to be looking my best. I would not want to be out here displaying this type of life because it's representing everybody that's there. You have to understand, when you see them come on camera and they're doing this, it would make you think that every person that lived there is just like them. And it's not that way. Everybody that's in the hood is not like them. They're the ninjas that live in the hood. The people that are actually decent, you don't see them on camera. The people that are actually doing something with their lives, productive citizens, you don't ever see them. For example, you got women that are in the projects, nice, decent sisters, you never see them. They go to work, they go to school, they come home. You never see them. You don't even know they live in the projects. They're in, out. And when they go out, they're not around that neighborhood. You got brothers, they go to work, they come home, you never see them. You never see them hanging out outside. You don't even know they live there. That's how it be. See, there's a difference between ninjas and black people. Two different types of people. If you notice in the hood, the Asians that live out there, you never see them outside hanging out. They go to work, they come home. You don't see them outside hanging out. Like, why are you doing that for in an environment where the people crazy? It's a systematic prison, an inner city prison. They knew exactly what they did when they developed it. The black community is a prison designed to house all of the vile people in one location. And sadly, a lot of you decent people are mixed mingled with them. And I know you don't like where you're at. I get it. At the same time, I'm sure you're working on what you got to do to get out. That's the good thing. My goal to do these particular videos is to show the difference and to educate people on the truth and the reality of what's going on with the hood. The hood is not a place to glorify, especially if you're an older brother. If you're an older brother, you should not be glorifying anything that has to do with the hood. You understand? And, you know, to all the people that have thin skin, when I do these videos, let's say, for example, that's your hood, right? And I'm doing these videos and you getting mad. You know why you getting mad? You're not getting mad with me. You mad with yourself. Because I'm not talking about the neighborhood. I'm talking about the ninja mentality. Do you have that mentality? Do you have the mentality of a ninja? Because again, if you're a working class brother, a working class sister, I don't care where you live. You can be a ninja no matter where you live. So don't get in your feelings, because you might have somebody viewing and they live at the same project and they getting mad with me. What the hell you getting mad at me for? Am I talking about you? I didn't call your name. I don't even know you. This is to air out the dirty laundry, to show the public how the ninja think. They think this is something good, and it's not. Because everybody that lived there is not like them. But they glorify it to make it appear that this is how it is. For example, your sons hanging out at that time, playing basketball at that time, in that environment is bad news. Any parent that have sons should not have their sons playing basketball in that environment at that time. When the lights go low, your kids shouldn't be there at that time. You got sons, you got daughters, you bring them up in the crib. You don't keep them outside at that time. That's when things pop off. You know what I mean? I know a lot of kids that got bullets in their head hanging outside in the hood playing basketball. Why? Because ninjas are out here doing dirt. But keep on glorifying it. Keep thinking that it's something cool.
What's up, Live?
What's up, Pops?
This make a lot of niggas change. I ain't even gonna hold you up. If you doing bad and you lost out here and you don't want to be a knucklehead, you can come here and figure it out.
Now, what they want you to believe is that the community center place will help you to figure it out if you're doing bad. But the truth is, they just got finished glorifying the whole neighborhood as violent and crazy. So he need to go in there and join the facility. Let me tell you something, man. Even the community centers in the hood is bad. It's not designed to help you. What community center? Whatever happened to parents? You don't need no community center. What you need are parents that are raising kids. See, these community centers, you know what they were made for? Single mothers. Single mothers. That's all. It's just a place where somebody work and they get a check. They don't care about your kids. The only thing that can help these young kids are parents, a mother and a father that are raising them. That's it. No community center is going to help your child. You as a parent should have all the necessary tools to develop your children. A computer. You should have different activities in your own home. Keep your kids in your home. Don't keep your kids outside, especially in these type of neighborhoods. Don't do it. Let's go.
Games is activities, you get a job, you can volunteer, you can meet some great people, and you can feed the body in there.
Daddy, pass me a bandana. This is flag, but this about to be my mask, though.
Let's do it. We're in the center with it. This mom, baby, make sure the kids work out. I come from Fosterville, where we foster kids. A lot of niggas had to get put out. A lot of niggas had to get beat. Somewhere, somebody getting beat tonight. Yeah, they got the studio in here too. You rap, you got some bars. You come to the studio, they got engineers and all of that. Computer lab and all of that. They getting some more computers and shit in there. But this is definitely a good place. Studio is in this room. You need the key to get in there.
Staff lounge, but this is a chill spot.
Notice how she got the bandana around her neck representing some sort of gang affiliation. Do you see what I mean by when you come to the hood, this is what you got to deal with? Now, is this something that is decent? Is this something that makes us look good as a people? Is this something that empowers our community? Because, you know, when you're a part of a gang, right, the goal is what? To fight your own people. You see how that works? So if you're a part of a gang, your beef is not with the people that oppress you. Your beef is with your own people. Are y'all seeing how crazy people really are? Think about this. Gangs are designed to make you kill one another. And that's what goes on in the black community. So if you wear a certain color, people assume that you're a part of a gang. Not necessarily now. Because, you know, you have a lot of people out here, they know about the Crips and the Bloods, right? So they figure, I'm not going to wear red because I don't want nobody to think that I'm a Blood, and I'm not going to wear blue because I don't want nobody to think that, you know, I'm a Crip and all this other stuff. It has nothing to do with what color you wear. Gang-affiliated folks that are on that frequency, they know if you are a Blood and they know if you are a Crip. So it's not about if you're wearing red, they think you're a Blood. No, you can wear red all day and a real Blood is going to know if you are a Blood because they have different clothing and different styles that are like a uniform. You know, when you see a cop, you know it's a cop. And notice this, you could know a cop even if he's out of his uniform. Bars. You could know when a man is a cop even if he don't got on a uniform. See, dudes that are in the streets, we could pick up when we see a policeman. You see a dude walking through, you know he a cop. He don't even have to have on a uniform. You just know. Well, the same thing with gangs. They just know. But my point is, how many of you guys want to make her your wife? That's what I'm trying to say. How many of you guys are excited and say, you know what? I want to get with Shorty because, you know, it is what it is. And here's another thing, bro. If you were to date a woman that's from the hood, right, and things don't go right with you and her, guess what she's going to do? She's going to call the goons so they could come see you. Yeah, that's what they do in the hood. That's what they do. If she feel like you dissing her or whatever the case is, she calls some other ninjas that got no problem going to prison because ain't none of them educated, right? So they don't realize the consequences. So they'll come to you trying to harm you over abroad. Yeah. So the real problem in the black community is ninjas. Those are the folks that you got to actually be concerned with. You know, listen, hey, if you're white and you're viewing, hey, I understand why you want to move as far away. I get it. I know why. Trust me, I know why. Don't feel no type of way because I know they're going to call you a racist. They're going to do all of that stuff. But hey, you're not a racist. You just know what's better for you and your family. You understand? Growing up in the hood is not pleasant because you realize that with the amount of violence that's going on, it just makes you very annoyed. Like, man, these are your own people doing this to themselves. It's not the white man that's doing it. It's crazy. You know what I mean? So it is, you know, look, a lot of times when they do these hood vlogs, right, you'll have probably, I don't know, a Mexican guy. You might have a white guy. Like this one other guy on YouTube, I think he's a white guy, and he do hood vlogs. And he goes to some of the wildest neighborhoods, right? They don't bother him. You know why? Because he's white. See, when you're white, right, you could go through the hood, ain't nobody gonna bother you. Matter of fact, if you're a white man or a white woman and you're listening right now, you could run this test just to prove what I'm saying. I double dog dare you. Go to any predominantly black neighborhood, right, that they call the hood, you know, like the ghetto. I guarantee you nobody even bother you. See, when white people walk through the hood, they don't even feel nothing. They don't walk through there scared and timid because they know that the people there are not bothering them. See, ninjas are programmed to harm their own people. Systematically, we've been trained to do this through the music that we listen to. We're constantly talking about selling drugs and killing and all this other nonsense. That's what we've been trained to do. This is why it's very easy for a black man to harm another black man. It's easy to do. You know, I understand you're upset. I get it. I know you're upset. But if somebody got to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. White folk can walk through the craziest projects, right? And walk right through. And it's just a normal day at the office for them. They don't even worry about it. Because they know you're not going to do nothing to that white woman. Because you know good and well that if you harm that white woman, you're going to jail for 30 years. They're going to hunt you down. And they're going to fine you. So you're going to go to jail. But see, it's different in the hood. When you harm a black person, right? It seems like the police don't even care. They really don't. That's why it's so easy for hood ninjas to harm their own people. Because they figure the police ain't going to do nothing anyway. Because we're basically exterminating one another. I know you're upset, but somebody got to tell you the truth.
We rocking, man. We about to go to LA. We chilling, man. Her vlog, DVD. This Black Vato, Hooligan Pratt, Black Mafia family, man.
All of this Black Mafia family, hooligan crap, all of this crap that so-called ninjas talk, man, it's disgusting to say the least. And it's just embarrassing. You know, as a black man, I'm embarrassed for these people. It's an embarrassment. I don't know why they do this on camera. You don't see white folks doing this type of stuff. You don't see white folks on cameras talking about, yeah, this is my hood, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the street, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just ghetto and hood, you know what I mean? You don't see them doing that type of stuff. You see them focusing on business, making money. You see nice homes, the grass is cut, nice communities. You know what I mean? That's life. But for some odd reason with ninjas, they don't want that. I don't get it. I really don't. Yeah, definitely. Black people are definitely scared of white people. Definitely. In the sense of they know not to resort to any gang violence on white people. They know not to do that. That's the part where they are afraid of. It doesn't necessarily mean that a black man is afraid of a white man, like, oh, I'm scared to have a fight with a white man. No, that's not the case. What I'm saying they're afraid of is they know not to commit crimes against a white person. They know not to do that because it's going to be hell to pay. They know that. It goes right back to slavery. You know what I mean? See, we have been indoctrinated into this mindset where we don't have a problem doing harm to one another on the plantation, but you know not to do anything to masses' children. You get what I mean? It goes back to the bloodline and the psychological damage that is done in our people, that because they've been oppressed for so many years, right? It's in their bloodstream. They know not to do anything to the other nations because they know they're going to be hit with very, very serious prison sentences. They know that.
Free Big Meech, man. The earth is our turf.
Notice he just said to free Big Meech. Now, I don't know who that is, but it's interesting how when criminals go to prison, the first thing so-called black people want to do is say, free my ninja X, Y, and Z. Why would we need to free him if they committed a crime? They supposed to be in prison. What do you mean free? No, he needs to stay right there. It's better. The community is safer without him. Listen, guys, look, I know a lot of you so-called ninjas, right? That's what we're going to refer to you as because, again, decent black people, they have jobs, they go to school, they have a productive lifestyle, they're not committing crimes, you know, they're decent citizens in America. The ninja side of the Negro is where I'm talking about. And I know that a lot of you get upset. At the same time, the truth is needed, right? The truth is needed. Don't get mad with me. Get mad with yourself. Get mad with yourself, because when you get mad with me because I'm talking about these things, it just shows that you love dysfunction. Because if you're a black man or black woman, you would be saying, well, that's not my lifestyle. I'm definitely not like that. But the people that get upset are the people that love the ghetto life. They're proud of it. For some odd reason, they think that's their culture. Like that's how they are. Nobody don't want to be around that mess. That's why white people don't want to live around you. I'm serious. See, look, if so-called Negroes were very, very decent and understood community, right? We would be in a diverse neighborhood where it have white, black, Asian, all of that. Even though some neighborhoods in the black community get gentrified, still you could recognize where the ninjas are. Like it'll have Asians and some white people on this side of town, but they're not where you are. They don't want to be where you are because they recognize that it's not safe. And could you blame them? So this is why I always tell white folk, don't feel no type of way because you want to live over there. You're doing the right thing. Why would you want to be over there? Why would you want to live near the zoo? For what? So you could get killed? So your children could die and get robbed? No. And see, this is why ninjas get mad with me. They get mad because I'm trying to hold them accountable to do better. Do you want to do better? Where are all the black men that are in the black community? Why they're not leading? Why are black men in the black community not leading their people to do better? You got all these strong men, but nobody ain't taking the stand on improving. Come on, man. And then y'all want to talk about other people? No, men are supposed to be leading. So if you're in the hood in the ghetto and it's run down, it's because black men have failed their community. Just that simple. You're just not strong enough. No matter how thugged out and tough you think you are, I guarantee you, if the police come around, you guys are going to scatter. This is why I laugh when hood ninjas be talking about how gangster they are and how thugged out they are. But when the police show up, they run. They run. They run and hide. Why? Because they know when the law come, you're going to be doing some hard time. Hard time. Let's get back to the video.
Free my man Kaz, man.
That was my pops and shit. Real hooligan though. Real fucking ape though.
Notice what she called him. She called him a hooligan and an ape. Notice that. She called that guy a hooligan and an ape. But now if a white man said that, he would be called a racist. You see how crazy that is? She just called the guy a hooligan and an ape. And she's proud of it. But if a white guy overheard them and said, hey, she called him a hooligan and an ape. Let me repeat the same thing. He would be called a racist. Do you see how twisted the so-called black community is? And it ain't no community. So let's just put that out there. There is no such thing as a black community. There is no such thing as a black community. I don't care what hood you at. I don't care what projects you at. There is no such thing as a black community. Because the word community is not even being practiced in these neighborhoods because of all the violence, the crime, and the hatred towards one another. How could you claim that you're a community when all y'all do is fight and kill one another and sell drugs to your own people? Y'all worst nightmare.
But y'all niggas know about that. I don't even gotta talk about that.
We heavy on the high over here.
And niggas know where it came from, because niggas be trying to steal our shit.
If you hear anybody jacking our A-high shit, they can suck on this A-high.
Or like derogatory burger that came from here.
We normalized the chaos over here.
Notice they said they normalized the chaos over here. See how they're proud of this? Do you see how they glorify it? They normalize the chaos. Wow. It's amazing. Very, very amazing.
Average civilian wouldn't understand it.
East River, Wilson. We in Fosta right now.
That's a fact.
We everywhere. What's
I'm
up?
just looking for a place to roll up right now, that's all.
You in Harlem when you see the twins, man.
All they do is smoke and drink. Smoke and drink all day, every day. That's all hood ninjas do. Their breath smell bad. Their personal hygiene is bad. Their health is bad. All they do, drink and smoke.
Where Black Ink used to be, but they all shut down. This
Man, with Black Ink.
they did bad. They were supposed to keep that on the
I
Ave.
don't even think they got this on 250 no more.
Nah, they do, but they on Brooklyn right now.
Listen, I don't want to talk to no woman that sound like that. I'm serious. I cannot stand that. I don't know why. I just don't get it. Maybe it's something that has to do with the hood. But when I hear a woman sound like that, like ghetto hood, like, yeah, you know what I mean? And that's a turnoff immediately.
What about Harlem? This mommy-daughter duo, though. This is what we doing. This is where I was born and raised. This is where the streets made me. You heard me? This is where it made her. So
This is where the streets made me. This is where, listen, man, this right here, this is not a good look, bruh. Seriously. Now, hey, you want to be proud of this type of stuff? Go ahead. Ain't nothing out there, man. There's nothing there that's good, bruh.
basically made me too. You heard? This is where 112, Lenox Avenue, the 5th, Harlem all day. This is where we at. Big things. Now take a peep of my whole family out here. This is what we doing.
See, this is what's happening here, man. It's like they glorify prison. The hood is a prison. That's what it is. It's a prison. And black people glorify the prison. What's so great about this? What's so great about glorifying crime, drugs? What is this mess? This is crazy. Man, I tell you, man. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Let's see what they doing next.
I put you in check. Select one spot. The X got the facts.
This is my man right here telling me watch this nigga videos. Fed tape and lyrics, man. One talk, man. No fair, man.
Come on, we out here all day. Or you, nigga, if you don't know Boogaloo, nigga, you don't know nothing.
No, she said we're out here all day. We out here all day. All day. That's what goes on in the hood. They stay out there all day. What do they do all day? What do they do out there all day?
Huh? You ain't getting money out here.
Notice she said you ain't getting money out here. You ain't getting money out here. How they getting money out there? Selling drugs.
If you don't know nothing, what y'all really doing?
Look at this. Y'all ain't getting money out there. Where'd she get all that money from? A 9 to 5? These women ain't getting no money from no damn 9 to 5 doing anything productive. They all drug dealers, bro. That is what the so-called black community is about. Selling drugs. This is what goes on. Yeah, self-snitching. They crazy. This is why when I look at these so-called hood vlogs, it just goes to show that these ninjas, they really are not smart. They're actually very, very immature. They literally give you a timeline of events, giving the feds everything they need. You wouldn't, listen, a real dude in the streets would not want to be caught on no camera. That's how you know this is like this new age ghetto mindset where they're proud to be on camera to tell them and show all this other stuff. So this is how you getting money, but you can't even get out the hood. So let me get this straight. You got all that money in your hand, but can't get out the hood. Either that's a bunch of fake money in your hand that you ordered off Amazon.com, or you just crazy. Because word on the street is when you really on these streets, you don't pull out a rock of money and start flexing like you really got paper, especially when your drip ain't on point. You know what I mean? Police watching, everybody watching. You got all this money, you could easily move out of the hood. But see, their job is in the hood, selling drugs. That's what they do. And they're proud of this, fam.
On the strip, on the Ave with it.
We're on the strip, on the Ave with it. So now the police know that you're on the Ave with it. And we wondering why they go to jail. We're wondering why they serving these long prison sentences. It's because they're crazy. Imagine that. You're on the strip. You're telling everybody that you're selling drugs. You're showing the world that you're getting money. And it's on the internet for the police to see. You can't make this up, people. But I'm the bad guy because I'm talking about it. Let's go.
Across the street from the dam.
And what y'all don't understand, a lot of these hood vlog type channels be the feds, and y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. That's how dumb y'all are. Y'all literally will let them come into your community, film you, put you online, and now they got a public record of all the activity that you do in your neighborhood. I mean, my goodness. Let me tell you something, man. If I'm in the hood and I'm a hood ninja and I'm on the street doing what I'm doing, I see a dude come through with the camera talking about, hey guys, I'm doing a hood vlog. We getting him up on out of there. The world we gonna have you come over here filming us for, putting it online? That's not helping us. That's how you know that these dudes that are in the hood, they're not really smart. You know what I mean? But they figure since people are on YouTube, they figure, okay, we cool, not realizing that a lot of these dudes, man, they work for the feds, and they turn over that footage and they let them know this is what they're doing. We went in their buildings, we know all the faces, and this is how they get your face. And then when it's time to find you, it's very easy to find you because they got your photo and video.
There's projects in Harlem right now. Fosta over there, we on the strip, this LA. At one point in time, I couldn't even bring my friends over here. Like, if I left my friend in the store, while I go get something to drink or something, somebody might rob him or one of my other friends or something like that.
So if you brought your friend, somebody would rob your friend, right? You're proud of that, right? Man, I tell you, bro. This is crazy, man. This is really, really crazy.
We was heavy on, if you're not from over here, you not us, then you not valid. No outsiders.
No outsiders. When he say no outsiders, he's not talking about white people. He's talking about black people. And that's what he's talking about. When they say no outsiders, he's talking about black people. Let me tell you something, fam. When it comes to the hood, right? Ninjas are only threatened when they see other black people. Do you understand me? If you're a black man or woman and you come through the hood and you're looking good, all of a sudden the ninjas start to focus in on you. If you're white, you don't got nothing to worry about. So if you're a white person and you're walking through the hood, you don't got nothing to worry about. Trust and believe. I'm giving you the 411. You don't got nothing to worry about. They're not even going to mess with you. You know what I mean? They're not. They only do this to their own people. You don't got to worry about nothing. They do this to their own people. They're violent to their own people. That's what they do.
No school friends. Nobody you met at the club, none of that. Nobody from nobody else block. We don't do that. Yo, let Bobby G's talk his diggity. Nigga no biggity. Goons is outside.
Do you see how they conduct themselves and walk around, bibbidi-diggity, and all that madness? That is what you got to deal with when you're dealing with hood ninjas. That's what you got to deal with. Is that the type of guy you would want to introduce your daughter to? I don't think so. But this is the lifestyle of the hood. This is what they do. This is what they glorify. You know? Real hood ninjas would not be on camera. That's rule number one. So all of these guys that want to be on camera, there's no way that they're actual real hood ninjas. The real hood ninjas that are behind the veil, behind the curtain, you don't ever see them. These guys that be on camera, they dry snitching on themselves. Imagine I'm in the hood and I'm on camera talking all my business about the hood. That's the dumbest thing you can do.
We gonna see what they doing. They probably gambling as usual.
Check them out over.
Notice he said they're probably gambling as usual and it's all on camera.
Getting the bread back. We in the lot with it. Goons outside.
Homies outside. We here.
See what black men do all day? This is what black men do all day in the hood. Not about having jobs, working, being productive. No, it's about gambling and rolling dice. And you're wondering why Takeoff died. You're wondering why.
About to throw daddy. Get this right here.
I'm not a fan of losing money. You won't catch me doing it at all. No gambling for me.
Get gang shit up, stay with a pipe. Niggas spinning shit, get hit in the limb, nigga. Niggas can't walk with these Timbs, you know how we rock.
Do you see how they portray themselves? Do you see how everybody's all post up outside? Do you see how this is the slum? This is not a community. This is the zoo. That's what this is. This is the zoo. And it's not the type of place that you glorify as if though it's something good. This is just like, it's a prison. It's like you're on the yard in prison. The way this look, And those of you that been in the pen, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is how it look when you're on the yard. Exactly like this. So the projects, the hood, the ghetto, the slums, the hood, whatever you want to call it, is an inner city prison. Inner city prison. And it trains you so that when you get into the penitentiary, it's the same thing. Do you understand me? When you grow up in the hood and you go to prison, it's the same thing. You're in a certain housing, right? You're in a certain block, right? That's why everybody's always talking about repping their block, right? Just like D block. Are you getting it? Bars. Do you see how I'm spitting game? So when you're in the hood and you representing your block and you have the court, it's the same thing like in a prison. Same thing. You go there, you end up seeing people that you know. So it ain't no biggie. Let's get back to the video.
It's for life on gang, nigga.
We all got mutual cousins. We all got mutual something. We is all family over here, for real.
She said they're all family over there. If y'all all family over there, why y'all shooting and killing one another? Cap.
We all grew up sandbox and we still here. And if we don't
They all grew up in the sandbox and they still there. Ain't nobody going nowhere.
recognize you, listen. Coming over here might be the last thing you do.
Now notice this. This is a female saying that if we don't recognize you, coming over here is the last thing you want to do. Do you see how violent? Do you see how they self-snitch on themselves? Imagine putting your face on social media, telling the world, as a woman, that if you come to my neighborhood and we don't recognize you, that's the last thing you want to do. Now, keep in mind, what she said was directed to black people, not white people, not Asian people, only black. That's what she's talking to. This is crazy, man. It's crazy because the image that Negroes portray is this image of we're all tough, we're all animals, we're violent, and we're willing to harm you. And they're proud of it. They're proud of it. These are decent people, right? Okay, yeah.
So I got to say.
If you had a problem outside, don't make it hot. This is what a nigga gonna tell you. Yo, play the building. Look, the building right here.
I'm gonna close this door because
We can situate that problem fast right now. Come this way. Or if they wasn't here, we could have played the elevator, four corners.
Notice the FDNY, they're not playing with none of you ninjas. Them guys would break y'all faces in a minute. But see, they talking like them guys want to be on camera. They don't want to be on no camera.
They got busy. No cap. But if not, we're gonna take it back here. It might, this what niggas at too, so you might slip back here too. This like being in jail. A nigga tell you play the building, you come.
Notice he's walking around with the marijuana in his hand, the hoodie on, all ghetto, hood, you know what I'm saying? Just hood. See, I don't understand what lady in her right mind want to mate and have babies with these type of guys. I just don't understand that logic. It makes no sense. Even though a lot of you ninja ladies, you be out there getting impregnated by these kind of guys, the Pookies and Ray Rays. I just don't get it. But then again, I do get it. Because if you get pregnant by these type of guys, that mean you're just like him, right? You gotta be, right?
Back here, you fighting, nigga, you might slip on the.
Notice he said if you're fighting a ninja. That's what he said. Not if you're fighting a white guy, if you're fighting a ninja. See, all of the violence that you have in the black community, all of the thuggery is all against their own people. That's why it's so disgusting and bad. I'm telling you, as a people, we're an astonishment to the other nations. They laughing at us. They constantly talk about us behind the scenes. They look at us and they're like, my goodness, these people don't know how to get themselves together. That's why I said I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to even make this video. But at the end of the day, I got to show you the truth. I got to show you the truth. That's why I'm speaking truth in hopes that we could correct these things. See, all these other vlog channels that do this type of stuff, they're just exploiting what these ninjas are doing. You know, I'm actually speaking against it. Big difference.
Get knocked out, come out the building with a black eye on your hoodie. Now what?
I'm about to take you to the roof, see what the whole Jax is about.
Somebody just stuck in the elevator?
Probably. Elevator's been fucking up. I got stuck in the elevator the other day. Stuck. But
I wouldn't want to get stuck in the elevator with her.
believe it, I almost caught a heart attack.
Pebbles is still here. Look, we at the beach.
Look.
Notice he said we're at the beach because of the pebbles on the roof.
You believe us. Look, we used to go up there at the top part of this and we used to lay down and get burger up there.
Most of those roofs now, you're not allowed to be on top of those roofs. And I believe that's how it is now. A lot of those roofs, you're not allowed to be up there. But for some odd reason, they were up there. A lot of weird activity went on these damn roofs.
You was amazing. It felt like we was at the top floor. The projects is underneath us.
That whole dark area, that's Central Park right here. We real close. We downtown Harlem. A lot of Jackson Harlem got two sides. We got one side over here.
Niggas used to get
Look, Pebble Beach. We call it Pebble Beach because all the girls want to go to the beach all the time. So we used to be like, yo, we going to Pebble Beach. So they used to think they're going somewhere extravagant. We take them right upstairs. It's a bunch of rocks up there. We don't
See, this reality that they're in is like, I'm telling you, it's like they're not thinking outside the box. Like, there's a whole world out here. And when you're a hood, this is all you think about. You think about stuff that really have no value. It makes no sense when you look at this type of stuff. Like, I would not be proud to talk about none of these things. Notice we haven't heard not one thing that this brother do that's productive that we could say, okay, you know what I mean? We haven't heard anything from that sister in terms of her plans, what she's doing with her life, where she's going to be in the next 5 years. Nothing. All we hear about is this ghetto hood culture of violence and crime.
No cops, we don't need none of that. We make sure the old ladies are straight. We got manners and all that. We gangsta over here. At the same time, we gentlemen.
He said we're gangsters over here and we're gentlemen. I don't understand how you're a gangster and a gentleman at the same time.
We do what we got to do for the youth and all of that, man. This block's different.
How are you doing what you're doing for the youth if you're out there committing crimes? That's not helping the youth.
Not going to understand it unless you're from here.
You're not going to understand it unless you're from here. It has nothing to do if you're from here. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the way you folks are conducting yourselves and displaying this and glorifying violence, crime, drug sales, and all this other mess, while at the same time calling yourself a gentleman, is delusion. Like, really, it is. I haven't heard not one person talk about, getting out, doing something productive. It's like you're in prison. Basically, you're just serving a prison sentence at this point. Life in prison. And that's what you're dealing with right now.
If you ain't from here, just don't come here. You don't gotta comprehend it. You don't have to understand it. Most people will go crazy if they see something wild, somebody gets shot or somebody get beat up, cut in their face.
Notice that, beat up, shot, cut in their face, all of that's towards black people, not anybody else but black people.
Normal over here, niggas gonna laugh. Niggas gonna expect you to put on. Niggas gonna expect you to get in your bag and do what you gotta do, man. Man or woman over here. So we just normalize the bullshit. Like, we with all the bullshit. If you think...
Wow, he just said we normalize the BS. You heard him say it. I didn't make it up. He said he normalized it. He said that's what we do. We normalize the BS. This is what he said. I didn't make it up. All right, so don't get mad at me. I'm just reviewing the tapes, trying to show you what I see, and it don't look good, all right?
You gonna come over here and just play with niggas, wrong side. Got it, yo.
Notice what he said, it come over here to play with ninjas, it's the wrong side. See, who is he talking about come over there to play with ninjas? He's talking about other black people. That's what he's talking about, because when the police come over there, they're not doing nothing to the police. You could best believe they're not doing nothing to them.
Yeah. That's let me see the light up. Thank you. Thanks, Marco.
We used to compete with each other in the projects. It used to be the Big Park kids, the Circle kids, and then you had the Black Gates kids. If you catch the Circle kid in the Big Park, it'll go down. Why?
Notice if you catch another group of kids in a Circle Park, it'll go down. Notice, he's talking about with his own people. Are y'all peeping how the dysfunction in the black community is, and again, when I say community, please understand that's just for lack of better words, because there's no community in these neighborhoods. Black people are their worst enemy in these communities. They commit crimes against their own people. They plot against their own people. They rob and sell drugs to their own people. This is what they do. So do they really love one another? Of course not.
You in the big park, bro. You belong in the circle, yo. That's how competitive we were. So if we ever left the block and we had to do something to somebody else, we stuck together because we already knew what that was like on the block. So if
Let me tell you something about ninjas. Ninjas are proud to be animals. It's serious. You know, I'm making a video where I'm reviewing what ninjas put on the internet with their so-called neighborhoods, right? With violence, crime, and everything else. And just judging by the comments, just looking at some of the comments, it's just appalling how the mental delusion of the ninja, it's just sad. Like, you're proud. You're proud. What are you so proud of? You're proud to be a ninja. Are you kidding me? This is sad. This is so sad. Violence, crime against your own people. Who's the enemy in these neighborhoods? It's not white people. They don't live there. And if they did, they're invisible. Because there's white people that live in the projects. But my point is, they're invisible. They go to work, they come home, and they don't even talk with none of you ninjas. They about their own business. And eventually they working to get out. You know what I mean? But what I don't get is why people have so much hate in their heart towards people that speak the truth. Let's see one of these comments here. Let's see. Let me see. Where's a comment? I want to see. Somebody in the comments is butthurt. Let me see. Let me approve this comment here. Somebody said, I guess this was something directed towards me, it looked like. All right. Somebody said, you a straight up clown who got bullied by real ninjas. I can tell. Really? Bullied by real ninjas? Fam, you don't know me. Trust me. But do you see the mentality of these people, fam? This person said that I got bullied by real ninjas. They could tell. But this, again, is the lifestyle of the ninja. Let's get back to the video. Let's go.
You violated or went against that, then that's your ass, man.
We been through pain, bro. Like, Lord, bro. And I already know it's going to turn around. Tables going to turn. Y'all know how we rocking, bro.
Tables got to turn. We took so many L's out here within each other. Not niggas ain't never.
Notice this. Let's read one more comment from this person here. This person says, I'm proud of my blackness and ashamed of you trying to make a living off black struggle. Are y'all peeping the game here? The person who is filming this video is the one making the money off black struggle. Have you been to their channel? This video alone on their channel have 6 million views. You know what that calculate into cash? They're making the money off of your so-called struggles, ninja. I'm reviewing. And you know what? Here's another thing. The person said, I'm proud of my blackness. You call this blackness? I call this ghetto. That's what I call this. This is not blackness. He says, and ashamed of you trying to make money off black struggles. Black struggles? No, this is not black struggles. This is a choice. You choose to live like an animal. Period. You choose to sell drugs to your own people. You choose to commit crimes and acts of violence This is what you do. You're violent. Can't you see? Can't you see that all I'm doing is reviewing a video and you are in my comments being violent? Can't you see? This is coming from you. You have a problem inside. Can't you see that there are demons inside of you fighting? Why? Because you hate your own people. That's the problem. You hate your own people. You're proud to be criminals. You're proud to sell drugs. You're proud to be violent. My goodness. This is crazy, man. This is just sad, bro. It is so sad. The person said that I'm making money off of black struggles when all I'm doing is reviewing a video from another YouTuber that's making all the money. If you go to Hood Vlogs channel, every video he have with so-called ninjas have millions of views. You know what that equals in dollars? That guy's a millionaire already. The Hood Vlog channel, the brother's a millionaire. Whoever's doing it is a millionaire. Most likely he's probably white or possibly Mexican. Guarantee he's a millionaire. And guess how he's making his money? Off of your struggles, ninja. But for some odd reason, you don't got a problem with the white man making any money. You have a problem with me. Wow. It's funny. Do you see another element of the issues of the black community? Hood Vlogs is a millionaire and he make money off of exploiting you ninjas by coming to your hood, making you self-snitch on yourselves, and he's making money, right? You don't got no problem with him. You don't got no problem with Hood Vlogs making money off you guys. You don't got no problem. But because I'm doing a review, you're worried about if I'm making money. Really? I'm not even making 1% of the amount of money that Hood Vlogs make off you. He's making millions of dollars off of you clowns. But again, it just goes to show it's okay for the white man to make millions of dollars off of hood ninjas and your struggles. If it's such a struggle, why y'all allow him to film? See, this is the problem. And this is why I got to address these issues. See, when you see these hood vlogs, they're not going to go in and talk about the issues like me. I'm going to talk about it because I'm a real man. They're just exploiting you for the cash, but you don't got no problem. Are y'all seeing how black people are backwards? Are y'all seeing how ninjas have no problem with white people getting a bag off of them? But if a black man is talking about them and being critical and judging, for some odd reason, that black man is a horrible person. This is why I told you, ninjas are not my people. They're not. Y'all not my people. Listen, the 2/3 are not my people. I don't know you. I don't know you. And that's another thing. You're on the internet getting mad, right? And you don't even know me from nowhere. Don't know me. But again, it goes back to your bloodline. Esau is your bloodline. See, Esau is not the white man. A lot of you folks, you've been deceived into thinking that Esau is the white man. No, Esau is the black man. You understand? See, the thing about our people is they don't like seeing black people make no money. And they assume you're making a bunch of money. One of Hood Vlog's videos, one of his videos, possibly make more money than I make. Just one of his videos. But yet this person is worried about me. When all of these other platforms make millions of dollars a year. Millions. This is why I laugh at ninjas. The white man could come through and make a bag. TMZ. What are all these other culture vultures that be out here making all the money off ninjas? And y'all don't got no problem. But the minute a brother does anything to hold you accountable and earn $1, oh yeah, Vlad TV, definitely culture vulture right there. Vlad TV, a white guy exploiting black people all day long, making money. But nobody got a problem with him making money. Why? Because he's white. And this goes to show, black people accept white people making money. It's no problem. But the minute a black man make $1, I mean $5, I could just make $5, they upset. Yes, No Jumper, that's another platform. They be exploiting all these other platforms, doing whatever they got to do. Yes, definitely. And they don't got no problem. All those guys make millions of dollars. And they don't got no problem. You know? But I'm the bad guy. No, I'm not the bad guy. You're just mad because I'm exposing the reality of what you're doing. That's why.
Do nothing for us.
Niggas ain't never do nothing for us. You heard that, nigga? All we had to do was drinks, take, hurt niggas. And
notice that. Drink, take, and hurt ninjas. You heard it from him. Not go get a job, be productive. Why you gotta go drink, take, and hurt niggas in order to get something? Why don't you just be productive like a man and go out there and build something? But see, no, they're not doing nothing, right? Okay, let's go.
Take, you heard?
Look at the goofy. Look at the goofy. Look at the goofy. Look at the goofy. Nah, we out here. Look at the goofies. Yeah, we know that shit. We running the drill.
We live here. You want to tell us where we live? Like, you want to make a shit?
Do you see what happened? Do you see how it is in the hood? See this? This is how it is in the hood. This is where ninjas hang out. Cops got to be there all day. They got to pull up. Why would anybody want to be here? Again, decent people that are in the hood, they stay in their apartment. They stay in their apartment. They stay out of trouble. They stay out of harm's way. But the ninjas, they live outside committing crimes all day.
Me entertaining that shit is walk. Get the fucking
Go home to y'all wives. Go home to y'all wives.
Why y'all walking away? I thought y'all were gangster. Why y'all walking away? Why they walking away? I thought, listen, then in the beginning they said they from the streets. They said they hood, and anybody that come around here, they gonna get it. Now when the police come, everybody want to go home. You want to tell them go home to your wives. Why don't y'all stand your ground? I thought y'all from the hood. I thought this is your neighborhood. See that? Do you see how when the po-po come, everybody in the hood gotta scatter like roaches? Oh snap, somebody actually put it in the chat, scatter like roaches. Yo, that's crazy. Bars. The police came and told them to go home.
You got the light off. Turn that light off while I turn my light on.
No, listen.
Yeah, we're very word. Yo, I'm about to say. That's my nigga. What you talking about? Yeah. It's Tom, nigga. Nigga play with him. He f***ing with death. We on it.
So hold up. He said if he's doing X, Y, and Z, he's effing with death. Are y'all seeing what goes on in the hood? Death. Do you see the violence that they have? Do you see how there is so much evil in the hood? Are y'all getting this? Am I making this up? Ringo, you putting down your people. Those are not my people. I don't know what you're talking about. This is why Takeoff lost his life, because Takeoff and them went to the hood. Remember? They went to 5th Ward and they were hanging with the goons and the sharks and the shooters. That's why the brother died. See what I mean? They could have stayed in their nice neighborhood, in their nice mansion, and just chill. But no, you want to hang around with these kind of folk thinking you're going to be good. The guy said, it's going to be death. That's what he said. And it's on camera.
Nah, I know that. I love you for that. It's our hood. We tired of y'all.
Whoop there, what's poppin'?
Whoop there. Ow. Always houndy. It's real BMF.
This is every day in the hood. This is every day. And you know why the police gotta be called? Because ninjas are outside. The ones that make the neighborhood the hood. Do you understand? It's not the neighborhood, folks. A lot of times when you see stuff like this, like you see the projects, you see the ghettos and the slums or whatever, and you figure, okay, it's just a bunch of hood ninjas all over the place. And you think everybody that lived there is just like this. No, these are the so-called degenerates of the community. The ones that commit all the crimes, the ones that fill the penitentiaries. These are them, future inmates. All those young brothers out there, sooner or later, is gonna be in the back of a police car. Period. All them young brothers that's hanging out will be in back of a police car real soon. Trust and believe. And those cops know sooner or later they're gonna pick you up.
Why he gotta move? Never got stabbed. Why he gotta move? Never got stabbed over here.
And the only reason why they screaming and yelling towards that cop is because he's black. They're not gonna do that to the white man. Let a white cop pull up. They're not gonna do none of that. I'm telling you, fam. That's how it is in the hood. Even if you black and you a cop, right? They look at you as just like another ninja, just like them. Trust me, fam.
You're not moving. Go ahead.
Car gotta move, right?
You got nothing to do with that car. Talk about. This is my car. You sound stupid, bro. Defund the police. Defund the police.
They patrol them. We don't give a bro. We do what the we want to do, man. It's
Notice he said we do what the F we want to do.
Harlem, man.
He said this is Harlem, man.
It's a real Harlem. This is Central Harlem.
Well, guys, that's the end of the video.
Now, look, this is the guy that most likely is doing the filming. So to all you clowns out there that are getting mad with me, he's the one that's making all the money. The fuck you getting mad with me for? He's the one that's the millionaire. He's the one that's getting the real cheddar. Yeah, but you not mad with him. You mad with me, right? You mad with me, but you not mad with him. Let that make sense. But this is what you deal with when you deal with ninjas, bro. This is crazy. But anyway, y'all, you ain't gonna hear him talk to you folks the way I do. And that's how he's able to make his bread. But you don't got no problem with that. And he get millions of views per video. So he's living real good. But you in the projects, in your own struggles. And he's eating off you. And I ain't saying anything's wrong with him making money. He can make all the money he want. But don't get mad with me because I'm doing a reaction video off of the hood. You want to talk about your struggles, you struggling because you want to struggle. Go out there, work, do what everybody else have to do, and get out of your situation. But don't blame me. You understand? Don't blame me for your struggles. You struggle because you want to struggle. Period. You don't see no hood vlogs with a nice neighborhood, with a nice house, and a nice family. Nobody make videos like that. And again, we're going to do some other videos. There's this other guy, he do hood vlogs. He's a white guy. All of them be white guys, Arab guys. They do all the hood vlogs. They make all the money. Y'all don't got no problem with that. So you hood ninjas need to direct that energy to the people that come to your hood to film you. Make a disgrace of yourself. Because all I'm doing is a reaction. I'm just reacting to the buffoonery. So sit there and keep playing. Because they come to your hood, they put on the kappa, gear, they put on the hat, blend right in with y'all. And y'all be thinking they down with y'all, and they not. Y'all the one getting played. So don't get mad, get glad, bruh. It is what it is. I'm out of here. Make sure you rate the video with a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel today. Click the notification bell for more content. We're going to be doing way more. We're going to be doing a lot of hood vlogs, a lot of hood vlog reviews. You know what I mean? A lot of different types of stuff we're dealing with. Because somebody got to tell you the truth. So, hey, if you're going to get mad and do better. Do better for yourself as a black man. Be a leader. And stop glorifying violence in the hood ghetto life, because there's nothing glamorous about it. And all you sisters, get yourself together and stop acting like a man, because no man is turned on by that mess. You coming down the street acting all hood. We don't want to see that. You know what I mean? So, that being said, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out.